A better way to do the same thing would be, instead of tying the attributes to a position of the token in an email, you tie an attribute to a particular word in the vocabulary. Say I have a vocabulary of, I don't know, 1,000,000 words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one attribute for each of the 1,000,000 words in my vocabulary. So I'm going to have an attribute for aardvark, for apple, and all the way down to zoo. And the way we're going to use those attributes is we're going to make those attributes, let's say we make them binary, right? And what they will mean is, if the attribute has value of 1, this means that the corresponding word occurred in the email that you're trying to represent. And if it was 0, this means that the word did not occur. So for this particular email, the word aardvark did not occur, so x of aardvark would be 0. Apple didn't occur. Africa did occur. Now, it actually occurred twice, but if I'm just looking at presence or absence, I would put on a value of 1 for the attribute that corresponds to Africa. The word bank occurred, the word bear did not occur, the word investment occurred, the word zoo did not occur. Okay. See what I mean? It's a very different representation. We still have the same individual words, but we're structuring the representation. We're structuring the variables very differently. In this representation, and the one that doesn't work, we have as many attributes as there are positions in the email, and the values are categorical. They're different words in the vocabulary. Now, we have a lot more attributes. We have one attribute per vocabulary entry, but these attributes are binary. They're only 0 or 1. They tell you, did the word occur in the email or not? Okay. So, very different representation. Now, an interesting thing about these representations is they're going to be huge, right? Your vocabulary is large, so for every email, you're now going to have a vector of 1,000,000 numbers. But the good thing is, probably 99.99% of those numbers are going to be zeros, because only a very small percentage of words will occur in any given email. So, for efficiency, you could represent them sparsely. We also don't have to stick to zeros and ones, so you could use frequencies, so how many times the word occurred instead of 0 and 1, or if you're taking text technologies, TF-IDF weights. Those are quite powerful, a lot more powerful than frequencies for representing the meaning of text. So that's how you would represent an email, and that representation is a lot more robust, right? So if I now go in and remove investment, delete a word, all that's going to happen is that one is going to turn into a 0. The rest is going to stay the same. And if I change the order of the sentences around, nothing's going to change in the representation. And that's good. I want similar emails to keep similar representation.